sale now. And it's a joy you can share. This holiday season, share the joy with the gift of cost-effective beverages. Grab both now at newstalkkzrg.com. Zimmer Coffee Card, Zimmer Beer Card. Caffeinate, celebrate, and overpay for joy no more.
Your dog may have a little more gray around the muzzle these days, but don't tell him that. In his mind, he's still the same puppy who used to chase tennis balls for hours. At Positive Care Vet Clinic, they know our senior pets still have plenty of love and life left in them. They just need a little extra care these days to keep their golden years healthy and happy. As pets age, they become more susceptible to health problems like arthritis, cancer, and cognitive decline. So it's important to maintain regular wellness visits, from gentle joint care to early disease detection and nutrition tailored for aging pets. Positive Care Vet Clinic helps keep your furry friend feeling their best, no matter how many birthdays they've had. And all month long for Senior Pet Health Month, Positive Care Vet Clinic has 10% off yearly appointments for all pets 7 years and older. Get started today at positivecare.vet. That's PAWSITIVE care.vet. When it comes to your pet, think positive.
I'm Dan Loney with Your Money Now. Wall Street returns to trading after the Christmas break. It finished Wednesday's session with record high closes for both the Dow Jones Industrials and the S&P 500. In fact, the S&P set new record closes in its last two trading sessions. Each index has added just less than 1% for the week so far. Barnes & Noble is gearing up to start the new year strong. The company says it plans to open 60 new stores in 2026, both in new markets and ones previously served. The bookseller says it's experiencing strong sales in its existing stores and has opened up new locations after more than 15 years of declining store numbers. A senior Trump official says roughly 25,000 people have expressed interest in joining the administration's group of engineers known as Tech Force, as the U.S. government looks to install staff with artificial intelligence experience in federal roles. The Trump administration will use that list to recruit software and data engineers.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investorday.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from cardholder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at bfa.com/cardfwc26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
This is Buck Sexton. Join me and Clay Travis every weekday from 11 till 2 right here on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Friday morning, day after Christmas. Lucas Davis on the KZRG Morning News Watch alongside
Chris Yadis.
Chris, pleasure having you aboard.
Happy to be back.
Day after Christmas, Chris, how was your Christmas?
Oh, relatively quiet.
I had the exact opposite Christmas, but it was nice. I enjoy the chaos only for a few days of the year, and that happens to be one of them. For those of you who we're expecting to have your trash picked up yesterday, that's all been shifted a day behind because of the Christmas holiday. So if you had your trash picked up on Thursday, normally it'll be Friday. Friday, I believe they'll pick them up on Saturday, and then everything will be caught up back to normal schedule by the beginning of next week. All in time for another holiday on the Thursday for the trash to get just chaotically disoriented again. So, let's see, we got 6:29. It is 58 degrees in Neosho, 57 in Pittsburgh, and 62 in Joplin. We'll be heading into the news. At At 6:30, I'm Lucas Davis, and here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG. President Trump announced the U.S. launch on on Nigeria for ISIS terrorists targeting Christians. New flu strain causing worries. Police in various states warning about a new TikTok challenge. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 73. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following KZRG Sports at 6:38. It's clear in the four-state area. It is 58 in Neosho, 57 in Pittsburgh, 62 in Joplin, 62 in Galena. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. President Trump announced that the U.S. launched airstrikes in northwest Nigeria on Christmas night targeting ISIS for allegedly killing Christians. The president called the operation decisive and warned about further attacks. Peter Ducey has more.
President Trump's official word on this came via Truth Social in a post that says, "Tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay, and tonight there was." This follows a handful of ISIS-linked or ISIS-inspired attacks that rattled the whole world this holiday season.
A new and highly aggressive flu strain is causing increased concern and it spreads across the country.
The H3N2 flu mutation brings more intense symptoms such as cough, chills, headaches, and fever to whomever it infects. The Centers for Disease Control has updated its weekly assessment of where the respiratory illness the strain causes is most prevalent. New York City and state, as well as New Jersey and Rhode Island in the Northeast, have a very high risk, as does Louisiana and Colorado. High-risk states include Maryland, Georgia, and both Carolinas, as well as Michigan, Idaho, and New Mexico. There is concern this season's flu vaccine is not as effective against this variant, which the CDC estimates has caused at least 1,900 deaths so far. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Police in various states are warning people of a new social media trend that is young people forcefully banging and kicking on front doors.
The Door Kick TikTok challenge, happening in places like Florida, California, Texas, and Washington state, results in people banging and kicking on people's front door so forcefully it can sound like someone's trying to break in. And that's the danger, that a homeowner may respond with self-defense. Murrieta police in California called it an escalated version of the old ding-dong ditch and said kids could face charges like burglary or criminal mischief. 3 teenagers were arrested last month in Florida for this prank. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office said they were charged with loitering and prowling. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
It's 62 at 6:33, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. For one Arkansas resident, it was a very Merry Christmas indeed.
A Powerball player in Arkansas won a $1.8 billion jackpot in Wednesday's Christmas Eve drawing, ending the lottery game's 3-month stretch without a top prize winner. The winning numbers were 4, 25, 31, 52, and 59, with the Powerball being 19. Final ticket sales pushed the jackpot higher than had been previously expected. The jackpot had a lump sum cash payment option of just under $835 million. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
Alex Emiliano Jaramillo, a minimum custody resident of Wichita Work Release Facility, has been apprehended. Jaramillo was taken into custody on Christmas Eve morning after surrendering to authorities at a local hospital. He was arrested without incident. Jaramillo was placed on escape status after not returning to the facility Wednesday, December 24th from his night job. No other details are being released as the investigation is ongoing. It's 62 at 6:35. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Want to get rid of that live Christmas tree? The city of Joplin will have 3 collection points for discards starting today, continuing through January 31st. Bring your tree completely stripped of all decorations and place it near the Christmas tree drop-off sign posted at Humphrey Park on Utica Street in Royal Heights area, McIndoe Park at Glendale Road and Jackson Avenue, and a Public Works Center at 1301 West 2nd Street. People are welcome to pick up their discarded trees at these locations for use for establishing fish habitats, and also check with the place where you purchased your tree. They may also take returns as well. If you're back at work today after Christmas, the British are laughing at you, but as we all know, we don't care.
On the second day of Christmas, the British government gave to me another public holiday. We call it Boxing Day, and not because we're settling Christmas family disputes the old-fashioned way. It's to do with a long-forgotten tradition of giving boxes of gifts to the poor. According to one theory, servants got a day off on the 26th because they had to work on Christmas Day, and some modern customs have developed. Many will attend sporting events. And then there's the traditional Boxing Day railroad structural repairs that mess up British railways. Companies insist it's the quietest day to do it. In London, Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
And now here's sports. In Christmas Day NFL action, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Commanders 30-23. Dak Prescott threw for 307 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Vikings beat the Lions 23-10. Jared Goff had 5 total turnovers with 2 picks and 3 fumbles. And the Broncos wrapped up the evening with a 20-13 win over the Chiefs. In NBA action on Christmas Day, the Spurs beat the Thunder 117-102. Today in NCAA bowl games, Northwestern versus Central Michigan in the game above Sports Bowl at 1 o'clock. Minnesota versus New Mexico in the Rate Bowl at 4:30. And Florida International versus UTSA in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl at 8. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. It's free at the App Store. I'm Lucas Davis. Next news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. And now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Enjoy the warm weather. Arctic air headed our way early next week. Possibility of record heat again today. Lots of sunshine, a southwesterly breeze, 74 this afternoon. Tomorrow, a few clouds, 76. Cold fronts on the way Sunday. There's some rain, scattered showers in the afternoon, 68 the high Sunday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Yep, right on cue. KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing clear in the 4-state area. It is 58 in Neosho, 57 in Pittsburgh, 62 in Galena, 62 in Joplin. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time, 6:38.
If you're thinking about retiring soon, be sure to tune in to Watts on Wealth with Barry Watts of the Wealth Care Corporation. It's Sunday mornings at 6 right here. Listen as Barry Watts discusses the latest trends and headlines that would impact your retirement. Make sure you're well informed before you retire. Once again, join Barry Watts of the Wealth Care Corporation every Sunday morning at 6 for Watts on Wealth. Advisory services are provided through Wealth Care Asset Management, LLC.
My grandma used to really struggle to keep up with the dinner conversation. She couldn't hear anything. So one day she saw an ad in a magazine for a hearing aid and decided to go ahead and buy it. But she didn't wear it because she hated the way it looked and felt. So we scheduled an appointment at Mid-America Dental and Hearing Center. And it turned out that Grandma's magazine hearing aid didn't fit correctly. And it also didn't work with the type of hearing loss she had. So she got a new hearing aid, and she's back to being an important part of the dinner conversation.
Mid-America Hearing Center offers extensive testing of your hearing aid to make sure it's the right one for you. With a free hearing exam and free cognitive screening, you can find out how your hearing is affecting you and how you can improve it starting now. Mid-America Hearing Center, just off I-44 at exit 44 and at midamericahearing.com.
Best for less in a day. Mid-America Hearing Center.
I paid thousands of dollars for her. She has a moonroof that you can't see out of. She has the cool upgraded wheels that are covered in gunk. And she's the prettiest color if you could just see it under all that dirt.
Why aren't you taking care of that beauty? I used to be bad about it too, but now I wash my car with my phone.
Hurricane Car Wash makes it easy to keep your ride beautiful, and it all starts with their Touch 4 Wash app. Use it to buy your Hurricane Car Wash monthly membership and save money. Prepay through the app for a discount, receive loyalty points to earn perks, or give the gift of a clean vehicle with a Hurricane Car Wash gift card. Need help managing fleet accounts? The Touch 4 Wash app makes it easy. Get unlimited daily washes in the Soft Touch or Touch-Free bays 24/7 at all 3 of their locations, 2 in Carthage and 1 in Webb City, and free vacuums. See how easy it is to wash your car with your phone. Download the Touch 4 Wash app today or find out more at hurricanecarwash.net. When the only thing strong enough to fight the dirt is a hurricane. Hurricane Car Wash.
Got a vision in your head? A Pinterest board full of sparkle? Or maybe just a wild idea sketched on a napkin? At Como Jewelry, we love that. Our custom design process lets you dream big and be part of the magic from start to finish. We'll help you create a piece that's 100% you. Come see us in Pittsburgh or at our brand new Joplin location at 3401 North Range Line. Como Jewelry, your jeweler for a lifetime, and your custom creation headquarters.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on trainergames.com.
Hey, it's Mark Levin with The Mark Levin Show. Be sure to tune in every weekday from 5 to 8 on FM 102.9, 105.9, and AM 1310. News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Friday morning on the KZRG Morning News Watch. I'm Lucas Davis alongside Chris Yadis. Chris, day after Christmas, how are we feeling? How was your Christmas?
Well, probably not as good as the person in Arkansas that won that Powerball jackpot.
That's exactly right. I guarantee you, if I'd hit that $1.8 billion Powerball, it would have been a real emergency situation here, because I don't know if we would have had another host for today. Even though my boss is sitting right across from me, I'm still comfortable enough to say that.
Right.
You know why? He wouldn't be here either, because he'd have enough money to say, screw it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny. If I won that kind of money, I probably would still do some kind of a job.
I think you have, and I think it takes a little while to get that cash too. So I think usually those people that hit it, they still work for another month or two until, they have because you have to set up just accounts everything when you have that kind of money. I mean, not that I would know, but things I've heard.
Protect yourself from all the relatives that have suddenly decided that they
Although I would be
you.
one of those people that would be generous if I did hit that money. I already told Ted, I go, dude, if nobody here would have a job if I hit that lot, like everybody would be having enough for retirement at that point in time. Like when you have that much money, one lump sum of $800 and almost $35 million, I don't care who you are. Like there is not enough people I know that I could give a certain amount of money to, and not feel bad about it or feel like I was taken advantage of. And honestly, if you blow through $835 million, you deserve to be dead broke and not have any money, because that's way too much money for any one person to have. And there are people that have way more.
Yep.
So much more money.
Yeah, like
that.
the Hunts.
Exactly. Yep. And then what do? They took their money and they went to Kansas with it.
Yeah. And my friends in Kansas are having hissy fits now over getting stuck with the bill for that.
Well, first, I think the Kansas were like, oh, we got a team. And then they started looking into the deal and realizing that they got raked over the coals. They have almost the only thing they have to show for this deal is the Kansas City Chiefs. They get no added incentives whatsoever. But I did want to talk about this. So there was a person in Arkansas hit the Powerball. It was $1.817 billion. If they choose to get the lump sum, $834.9 million. Obviously, it's close to home, Arkansas. So at least we have a shot at it. If you did hit the lotto of this size, what would be, let's say, the top 3 things you would do with the money?
Well, I probably would just make a few improvements to my house. I love my house. I don't want to buy a big mansion, so maybe some new flooring and paint. I definitely would do some charitable donations a lot, and then I'm thinking maybe invest in a NASCAR or a Formula One team.
That's all the rage now. Overseas soccer investments or football clubs are now
right.
huge too. I like my house too, but I got a feeling I would probably just spend that money buying up every other house on the block and getting rid of them, so that way I have no neighbors that I have to worry about whatsoever, and I get to keep my house.
Well, I'm lucky. I have 3 acres and only 3 houses that are not that close to me, so it's all good.
I guess with that money, I could just keep that house with those neighbors and then just go buy land with another house somewhere else, and just because that's the dream. Obviously, having enough land to just not worry about your neighbors. But yeah, obviously life-changing money. It's pretty awesome though that it's in our backyard that it was hit. It's nice to see. And I think, what was it? Was the Mega Millions? It was a Missouri.
The
last
year?
jackpot or whatever that was big for Mega Millions.
Yeah.
I think it was St. Louis area or something like that.
Yep.
So at least the Midwest is getting some love when it comes to the lotto. That's nice because it's usually only on the East and West Coast when those numbers hit. Just a reminder that there is a live Christmas tree drop-off starting today. We are moving into the back half of the holiday season. Obviously, we have New Year's Eve and Day coming up, but right now, if you are trying to get rid of that live tree that's in your house and slowly or quickly, depending on how much you watered it or didn't, dropping those needles, you can drop them off at Humphrey Park, McIndoe Park, and the Public Works Center. All of them will have locations for you to drop off your trees. Chris, do you do a live Christmas tree?
No, I have a fake one.
Have you ever done live, or have you always been a fake Christmas tree?
Years ago, I used to do live, but right now I don't really have a way to transport a live tree, and so
just not worth the hassle.
Yeah, so
they luckily we have the old minivan, so we can just strap it up there. But it's I think next year we're actually, because we always do the pre-cut trees, but I think next year we're actually going to go out. I'm just going to grab the saw and we're going to go out and cut down our own tree one time just to see how much of a hassle it is. If I end up hating my life afterwards because my kids were awful the entire time fighting, then we'll probably never do that again. So
you can make a Hallmark movie while you're doing it.
Oh, yeah, our own form of Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be. My son's frozen from the waist down.
Well, I did see where Silver Dollar City has entered into an agreement with, I think, Great American Family to do a Christmas movie there next year with Jonathan Stoddard and somebody else. So
that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
The old Walk of Lights.
There you go.
Have you ever done that over there at?
Yes, I have.
I've never done it. Is it worth the trip?
Well, it was right after I had broken my hip, and so I was having to be very cautious on my feet, and so I was actually using my friend's double stroller to kind of stabilize me. But the crowds were insane, and they were just knocking into you, and so the lights were definitely worth it. The parade was worth it, but man, there were a lot of people there.
I believe it. That's the one thing that I worry about going there is just the crowd. I've been to Silver Dollar City, I think, one time, and it is a lot of people in a small area, and it's especially those tourist spots. It's rough.
Well, and we had a lot of small children with us, so it was kind of freaking out trying to keep track of all them. And
yeah.
All
right, let's head into the big three.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
President Trump announced U.S. airstrikes targeting ISIS militants in northwestern Nigeria on Christmas for slaughtering innocent Christians. The operation, coordinated with Nigerian authorities, killed several terrorists. Trump called it a powerful and deadly strike on ISIS terrorist scum.
Number 2.
Former President Joe Biden is taking criticism online after posting his family's Christmas picture to social media. The picture features Hunter Biden prominently in the center of the photo, while former president is partially hidden in the background by his wife, Dr. Jill. It's a shame, though, that Hunter couldn't even muster the courage to crack a smile.
Number 1.
It was a very Merry Christmas for one lucky Arkansas resident after they hit the $1.87 million jackpot on Christmas Eve after selecting all five numbers correctly and the number 19 Powerball. If they choose the lump sum, they're taking home $834.9 million, and I can't think of a better Christmas gift.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What was your favorite Christmas gift? Hit us up on Facebook or shoot us a text at 417-782-1310. Yesterday was Christmas. A lot of gifts were handed out. What was your favorite one? We'll even go this way. What was the favorite gift that you got or received or handed out? A lot of people enjoy getting gifts. A lot of people enjoy giving gifts. Let us know on the Facebook page or text us 417-782-1310.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Enjoy the warm weather. Arctic air headed our way early next week. Possibility of record heat again today. Lots of sunshine, a southwesterly breeze, 74 this afternoon. Tomorrow, a few clouds, 76. Cold fronts on the way Sunday. There's some rain, scattered showers in the afternoon, 68 the high Sunday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
New year, new diet, new workout, new you? Those New Year resolutions never stick. What about New Year, new space you actually enjoy? Declutter your home with a roll-off dumpster from Reliable Roll-Offs and create a space you can come home to and truly relax and enjoy. Whether your cleanup job is big or small, Reliable Roll-Offs can deliver the right-sized roll-off within 24 hours. Learn about a free estimate at ReliableRolloffs.net. When you're counting on a job well done, you need Reliable Roll-Offs.
The Joplin area is a beautiful place. We are surrounded by the hills of the Ozarks, picturesque waterfalls, and neighbors who make the area special. And for all the beauty that surrounds us, the very ground under our feet is terrible. I'm Blake with Firm Foundation Repair, and unfortunately in our area, it's very common to have settlement issues with your home. You may notice a crack in the sheetrock, foundation, or uneven floors, and those small issues today can become a huge headache tomorrow. At Firm Foundation Repair, we can help you save your home, and we can do it for the best prices around. Because just like you, we live here too. We don't have a CEO to try to pay in another state, and we aren't hauling in equipment from hours away. So with Firm Foundation Repair, you can trust a local crew to do it right for the best price. If you've noticed your home is shifted, your floors are sagging, or you have a leaky basement, get started at foundations-firm.com. We're Southwest Missouri boys with Southwest Missouri pricing, built on trust and known for strength. That's Firm Foundation.
There's a giant room somewhere right now where circuits and high-powered computer processors with the world's most sophisticated chips are helping some little old woman decide where to book a hair appointment. They call it artificial intelligence, and we've heard and read a bunch of stories about it. But how does artificial intelligence work? How do you get found in 2026 and beyond? What does your website need to keep up with the times? In a world of artificial, wouldn't it be nice to have some real answers? We are Zimmer Marketing. With our local web team, you can sit down with real people who can give you real answers about what you need for a website that really works today and for the future. Do you want to make sure your site is found in the age of AI? Our local web team is ready to make sure you are found in 2026. Get started today at ZimmerMarketing.com. Zimmer Marketing. It just works.
My name is Jessica. My twin boys have had a lot of neurological, physical, and digestive issues since they were about 1. It's just hard to see your children not get the help they deserve. They've seen a lot of different doctors, a lot of different therapies, searched and searched, And one day I came across the Restore Functional Neurology page. I immediately reached out, got in quickly, which was nice because having to wait 8-10 months on sometimes to get any type of treatment of any sort is frustrating. If you are searching, I would definitely say to try Dr. Rush.
I'm Dr. Rush from Restore Functional Neurology. If you're searching for options to help your child with developmental delays, retain primitive reflexes, hitting their milestones, or ADHD-type symptoms, by using chiropractic care and specific and safe therapies, we're ready to help your child thrive. Learn more at restorefunctionalneurology.com.
Now, here's the morning Sean Hannity update.
A lot of people, the way they're making their living is they're saying the most incendiary, outrageous, bizarre, conspiratorial, in some cases outright racist, white nationalist, virulent anti-Semitism, and they make money off the, quote, clicks that they can then monetize because people like the shock value of it. And that's why I'm urging all of you in this, just be selective. If you hear people that you know are racist, do you really want to associate with those people? I don't. Or people that are hateful, anti-Semitic people, I don't want to associate with them either. Or people that push and peddle conspiracy theories, I don't want to hear any of that either. But there's plenty of that toxicity out there.
Join Sean later today, right here on the Sean Hannity Show.
Hey, you've heard me talk about Ease, the official health solution, right here on the Sean Hannity Show. Now that all the noise about Obamacare subsidies is thankfully behind us, at least for now, I want you and your family to focus on the best health care for the best price. Now, Ease Total Comprehensive Health is great for small business owners, and it also is better coverage for a lower price than what they're offering from the government. It's not insurance, it's better. It has no deductibles, no out-of-network nonsense. It costs much less than traditional plans. It comes with a free service that will help everyone find the best care. Plus, the folks that distribute Ease will show you how to stay compliant with the ACA. Now, if you own or work for a small business, you got to check out this company. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. You owe it to your employees. Call them now, 888-888-EASE123. Or go to their website, easeforeveryone.com/Sean. 888-EASE123.
Hey, it's Chris Plant. Be sure to tune in to FM 102.9, AM 1310, every weekday from 9 to 11 for breaking news, commentary, and politics. News Talk KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Friday morning, Lucas Davis on the KZRG Morning News Watch alongside
Chris Shottis.
And we are recovering from Christmas. Chris had a nice, quiet Christmas. Mine was chaotic, but tell us about yours. Hit us up on the chat line, 417-782-1310. Send us a text. Question of the day, what was your favorite Christmas gift? Or you can just tell us about your Christmas. What was your favorite Christmas moment? Hit us up on Facebook. It was a big day yesterday. Got another holiday coming up. If you guys are trying to get rid of your Christmas trees, you can do so. There's 3 locations in Joplin where they take drop-offs at. Humphrey Park, McIndoe Park, Public Works. Anybody has a live Christmas tree, those are 3 locations. Also, make sure to check with the location where you bought your trees. I know the Johnson Family Tree Farm in Webb City where I get ours. They are happy to take theirs back. They have a spot where you can come and drop it off as well. We are about to be heading into the news, Chris. Let's talk about this weather a little bit, though. 75 degrees on Christmas, 74 today.
It's crazy.
I'm not hating it. I mean, I enjoy the occasional white Christmas, but I'm not going to be sad if we don't see any snow for another, maybe, I think, what do I have? January 22nd, that's my day to win the contest.
Well, I hear that there's Arctic weather headed this way, and we're all going to end up sick because of the crazy up and down and up and down and up and down. So.
Bring it on. Here we go. Let's get into the news.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see if we'll get into the news. There we go.
Four states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing.
Secretary of War
It's
Pete
7
Hegseth
o'clock.
posting on X that, quote, the president was clear last month. The killing of innocent Christians in Nigeria must end. The Department of War is always ready. So ISIS found out tonight on Christmas. More to come. The U.S. government has been discussing the issue with the Nigerian government, threatening to cut off aid to the country if the situation is not fixed. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Severe weather slamming both sides of the country.
The number of winter storm watches are multiplying throughout the northeastern U.S. The National Weather Service is warning of a snow and ice storm that is expected to blast through the Northeast, impacting at least 15 million people. Meanwhile, Southern California is getting soaked. Heavy rain has already caused flooding and mudslides in Los Angeles County and beyond. And now another powerful storm system could bring more of the same to areas that are already inundated.
Fox's Mike Emanuel. The New York City area is expected to see between 5 to 8 inches of snow from Friday night into Saturday morning. Turkish authorities say they apprehended a suspected member of the extremist Islamic State group who was planning attacks on New Year's celebrations. State media in Turkey reporting that that man was captured in a joint operation carried out by police and the National Intelligence Agency. Security officials say that man was in contact with many IS sympathizers in Turkey and was also looking for a chance to join the ongoing fighting in conflict zones. America is listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 73. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following KZRG Sports at 7:08. It's clear in the four-state area. It is 58 in Neosho, 57 in Pittsburgh, 62 in Joplin, 62 in Galena. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. For one Arkansas resident, it was a very Merry Christmas indeed.
A Powerball player in Arkansas won a $1.8 billion jackpot in Wednesday's Christmas Eve drawing, ending the lottery game's 3-month stretch without a top prize winner. Winning numbers were 4, 25, 31, 52, and 59, with the Powerball being 19. Final ticket sales pushed the jackpot higher than had been previously expected. The jackpot had a lump sum cash payment option of just under $835 million. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
Now that the Kansas City Chiefs plan to move to Kansas by 2031, a Missouri lawmaker wants professional sports teams to pay their part when they decide to leave. Marshall Griffin reports.
Harrisonville State Senator Rick Bratton says he plans to file a bill to require any pro team that leaves a publicly funded stadium in Missouri to pay 1% of the total demolition cost of the stadium for every year the team used it. Bratton, a Republican, says if taxpayers were expected to help build and maintain stadiums, they should not be left holding the bill when a team decides to leave. In a news release, he says the bill is about making sure that taxpayer loyalty is not treated as disposable and that public investment is respected. Marshall Griffin, Missouri Net.
A Missouri man's fascination with a plant could lead to some holiday cheer and maybe even some romance. Sue Danielson reports.
Growing mistletoe has become a fun hobby for Mark Brown. He has clusters of it growing in trees on his Bourbon, Missouri farm. He's even learned to cultivate this hemiparasitic plant by stashing seeds in trees
underneath the limbs and soak the seeds into the bark.
He says he'll get a couple of bushel baskets full of mistletoe each year and share it with restaurants and retailers willing to hang it in doorways to inspire holiday kisses. Sue Danielson, Missouri Net.
It's 62 at 7:04. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. A decade in prison for a former custodian in McDonald County Schools. Last year, 53-year-old Roger Copeland was caught hiding a video camera in the high school girls' locker room. He was given 4 years for 2 counts of invasion of privacy and 6 years for 20 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. AG Catherine Hanaway says her office will continue to pursue justice and do everything in their power to protect kids from those who seek to harm them. Late Wednesday night, Pittsburgh police were dispatched to John's Sports Center on Broadway for a vehicle versus building accident. Officers observed a 2022 Hyundai Elantra driven by 33-year-old Justin Johnson of Rogers, Arkansas. His car struck the north side of the John Sports Center, damaging 2 air conditioning units and a fence in the process. The driver sustained minor injuries and was treated at the scene. No one else was injured. It was determined that the driver had suffered a medical condition causing him to lose consciousness. And now, here's sports. In Christmas Day NFL action, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Commanders 30-23. Dak Prescott threw for 307 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Vikings beat the Lions 23-10. Jared Goff had 5 total turnovers with 2 picks and 3 fumbles. And the Broncos wrapped up the evening with a 20-13 win over the Chiefs. In NBA action on Christmas Day, the Spurs beat the Thunder 117-102. Today in NCAA bowl games, Northwestern versus Central Michigan in the game above Sports Bowl at 1 o'clock. Minnesota versus New Mexico in the Rate Bowl at 4:30. And Florida International versus UTSA in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl at 8. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. It's free in the App Store. I'm Lucas Davis. Next news at 7:30. Breaking news as it happens on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. And now KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Record warmth continues. 74 today, tomorrow 76. Sunday, some scattered showers. Temperatures start to cool. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather is a service of Millwood Roofing and Construction. Give yourself peace of mind as you prepare for harsh winter weather with an annual maintenance program from Millwood Roofing and Construction. For details, visit millwoodcojoplin.com.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing clear in the 4-state area. It is 58 in Neosho, 57 in Pittsburgh, 62 in Galena, 62 in Joplin. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time, 7:07.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Josh with Bridgewater Roofing.
Winter weather can put your roof to the test. Ice dams form when snow melts and refreezes, blocking drainage and forcing water under your roof, leading to leaks and costly repairs. Our experts inspect for damage or missing shingles. We check your ventilation system, helping your roof stand up to winter's worst.
Stay warm and worry-free. For your free winter roof inspection and to protect your property all season long, visit BridgewaterRoofing.net to schedule an appointment today.
Bridgewater Roofing takes care of you.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-393-1881. That's 800-393-1881. 800-393-1881.
News, weather, politics. Live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. News Talk KZRG. Depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
It is Friday morning on the KZRG Morning News Watch. I'm Lucas Davis, and I'm joined by
Chris Yadis.
And we have a special guest, Congressman Burleson. Congressman, how are you doing today?
Good morning, Lucas and Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's a blessed day. How was your Christmas?
It was great. It's great to be home. And the weather, wow, it really got warm, which is great.
Yes, it got
kind of getting
fast.
an Indian summer here.
And I'm not mad about it either. It definitely beats a blanket of snow and sub-zero temperatures.
That's right.
Congressman, getting into it, last week we found out that the U.S. economy expanded at a 4.3% rate during the third quarter, far exceeding expectations. My question for you is, why should this excite people who are concerned with affordability as we head into the midterms?
So I'm gonna be a realist here and say there's reason to be optimistic, and then there's also there's more that we can do. And I say reason to be optimistic is that I think Trump's agenda has truly turned the economy around. It's a lot of our deregulation work that happened in his executive orders, and then his work with the one big beautiful bill, things that we made many of his executive orders permanent. All of that was really good, and that's what we're seeing. Manufacturing is bouncing back. We have companies coming back here. We have lots of growth and lots of in the energy sector, which has been deregulated. You're seeing immediate impact. You're seeing low prices at the pump. You're seeing the utility industry is experiencing the low cost of electricity generation. And so all of that is an immediate impact, but still it's painful when you go to the grocery store, right? And it's painful when you go through a drive-through because we're not going to be able to bounce back with people's wages. But at the end of the day, wages are up. And I do think that overall costs relative to wages are going to be coming down. When people start experiencing the benefits of the one big beautiful bill and the tax cuts, and people start getting more money in their paychecks each month, that will feel a lot better. But I think that there's more that we can do, and we should do, and we should take full advantage of this opportunity that we have, which is rare when you've got the White House, you've got the Senate, and you've got the House. And I think that Republicans who tend to be timid, who tend to not do anything, this is the time to pedal down and do the reforms that we know the country needs to do. We need to do election reform. We need to do healthcare reform. We need to reduce the costs of everyday living, reduce the cost of housing in America. And so there's a lot of things that we can do and that we shouldn't leave on the table. Because if we don't fix these problems, God help us if the Democrats get back in charge, they're going to take all of these issues and turn it into the leftist answer. You'll see single-payer health insurance or health care. You'll see socialized housing, all of the things that you and I don't want to see happen.
And kind of jumping off of that, you said there are plenty more we can do economically, as affordability is the big issue heading into these midterms. And we're heading at the end of the year, a time of reflection, into the new year, time of resolutions. What do you feel economically that we can do, or you guys can do as lawmakers to help Trump's agenda as we head into the midterms?
Yeah, I mean, Trump tweeted out, for example, on healthcare, give the money back to the people. And that's what I'm working on as a bill that is exactly that. Because once the problem that we all face in healthcare, all of the things that frustrate us about healthcare all begin with the fact that you're not making the decisions on what insurance you're purchasing, what healthcare comes with that insurance, and that those decisions are given up to your employer or to a government. And if we can take that back away from the corporate insurance companies, away from the employer, away from government, give it back to the individual, let the individual buy whatever insurance policies they want to buy, including whatever networks of doctors and providers, hospitals that they want in their network, to including whatever pharmacy benefit manager or not to have a pharmacy benefit manager, whatever pharmacy benefits you want to have, put all of that decision back in the hands of the consumer and let them go shop for healthcare. And suddenly when patients are shopping, you're going to see price transparency and you're going to see costs come down. And you're going to see opportunities that people never saw before where you find that there are doctors that are more affordable in some areas, and there's doctors that are more expensive, and at least the patient is able to make the determination of how much they want to spend. So I think that Trump's vision for giving the money back to the patient is something that we need to lean into, and that's why I'm sponsoring language along with Rand Paul in the Senate. My bill is called MAHA, and in order to make America healthy again.
Rand Paul, one of my favorite senators. Shout out to Dr. Paul. Congressman, I wanted to ask you, sticking to the financial side of things, and this has been passionate for a lot of Missourians here in the last, since news broke. Obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs are moving to the Kansas side of things. You as a financial guy, I'm sure you've seen the kind of the outliers of the deal. What are your thoughts? Everything I've seen, it kind of looks like Kansas sold the farm, as Chris put it the other day, to make sure they got their hands on the Chiefs, really getting nothing back in return financially.
Yeah, I think it's foolish. I think it's foolish for taxpayer dollars to go to private businesses like that. It's a icing on the cake for any state to have a team, but that's not the underlying part of any state. It should not be the state of Kansas is making a foolish decision here, and they're blowing taxpayer money on something that is not a foundational part of their economy, and they're going to reap the benefits or the repercussions of that. Whereas, what Missouri, imagine if Missouri took the same amount of billions of dollars that are going to go towards these already billionaires, owners of the Chiefs. If we took that money and we put it into roads, into bridges, into infrastructure, into sewer, into water, into utilities, electricity in the state of Missouri, and just imagine how much growth that you would have naturally. And I think that as a government officials need to take taxpayer dollars and be responsible for it. They're a trustee of the public's money. And if just like your banker is, and if you went to your banker and your banker said, well, you can't take your money out, you can't take out the thing, you can't have all the benefits of your money because we've given it to somebody else because they basically paid us to, you would be upset. And as a taxpayer, people in Kansas should be extremely upset that their taxpayer dollars are being funneled. This is basically robbing Peter to pay Paul. Or in another way to put it, this is reverse Robin Hood, where you're literally robbing from the poor and giving to the rich. In fact, the richest of us. And so I think that if you're going to take taxpayer dollars and you're going to tax the people, then give them something of value. Give them a road, give them a bridge, give them, water, something that is actually that can be benefit all of the public. Not enrich someone who's a privately held company so they can have greater profits.
Congressman, last thing I wanted to touch on, kind of a shift away from the financials, but obviously there's been a bunch of Epstein file dumps recently, and a lot of it's been a mixed bag of truth and lies. It's for a lot of people who aren't kind of tuned into this, going through every file dump, it's going to be hard for them to know what's true, what's not. Do you feel like, kind of dating back from the start of this second term, the Trump administration has kind of, I don't want to say fumbled this bag, but really they should have done a better job of kind of controlling the narrative in terms of these file dumps? Because I just feel right now it's just messy and it's hard for people to differentiate what's what.
I do think that they could have done a better job, but I think that to take a step back, if I was in Trump's shoes, that you're walking into an FBI that tried to put you in jail, mm-hmm. and you can only fire so many people, and they haven't been able to. Pam Bondi, the department hasn't been able to go in and truly reform the Department of Justice, and as a result, you can't really make promises. Does that make sense? Like, you can only make so many promises, and but at the end of the day, Pam Bondi has to force the Department of Justice to actually get these files, to get them, scrubbed, and to get them released. And if you're Trump and you know that that's the situation, you're going to lower expectations, because because when the public knows that you're not able to get out the documents fast enough, you're going to get blamed. And I think that this administration is a transparent administration. I think that Trump is the disclosure president, whether it's the Epstein list or the JFK files or others. I think that he is completely open to the public and to the people. But for him, this is not a political winner. There's no political win in this, right? Because no matter how many files he releases, he could release everything. It's called there's like a fallacy in logic that's called the devil's proof. And the devil's proof means that until you've proven to people that you've exhausted 100% of everything that's known, there could be an unknown out there. And so the devil's proof in this situation is that no matter how many documents are released, the public and the Democrats are going to say that Trump is still holding on to something, even if there is nothing there. So it's not a win. It's not nothing. There's no winning for President Trump, and I think that's why he calls this a hoax. In his words, he calls it a hoax. I don't think what he means is that the victims that the whole thing is a hoax, that the victims weren't truly victimized. I think that he's saying that this situation that he's in, where he's in a devil's proof, is a hoax.
Yeah, I think you understand more what he meant by when he said hoax with these more file dumps, with what's not true and what is true. I just feel like that was just a poor choice of words on his part, saying hoax, because a lot of people have, what they feel to be a hoax and what's not.
Yeah. And sometimes Trump doesn't use the best words, but that's right. And sometimes that's what we love about him, right? Like he's not a politician.
Exactly. And 9 times out of 10, that comes back to be a positive thing when he does use the wrong word. It'll come back a couple weeks later, and it turns out he was right anyway. Congressman, I appreciate you taking the time, brother. It was an enjoyable interview. I hope you have had a blessed Christmas, and I hope you have a happy New Year as well, brother.
Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Enjoy the warm weather. Arctic air headed our way early next week. Possibility of record heat again today. Lots of sunshine, a southwesterly breeze, 74 this afternoon. Tomorrow, a few clouds, 76. Cold fronts on the way Sunday. There's some rain, scattered showers in the afternoon, 68 the high Sunday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Daniel, the phones are blowing up again, and this winter storm's got everyone's electricity acting wild.
How wild?
Customer number 1 said their house is having mood swings worse than teenagers without Wi-Fi.
Ooh, that's serious. No Wi-Fi? That's end-of-the-world stuff right there.
I told them we can fix the flickering and install a generator so they never lose power again.
That's right. When in doubt, just iPocket.
Okay, customer number 2 says their cousin told them to tap the breaker with a spoon.
A spoon? Why is it always a spoon?
Exactly what I said. I told them, put it down and step away slowly.
That's right. Friends don't let friends spoon their electrical panel.
And then customer number 3 says their generator only starts when her husband goes outside and performs what she calls the snowstorm shuffle.
If your generator requires interpretive dance to function, it's time to iPocket with iPocket Electric and Solar. We're ready to be your winter storm electrical team. Stay warm, stay safe with iPocket Electric. Start today at iPocketElectric.com.
We buy guns, oh yes. We buy guns, oh yes. We are the best, oh yes. We buy guns, oh yes.
This is Liberty Tree Guns, the best place to sell your firearms. Walk in with a gun, walk out with money.
We buy guns, oh yes. We buy guns, oh yes. We are the best, oh yes. We buy guns, oh yes.
Liberty Tree Guns, across from Lowe's in Carthage. Or visit libertytreeguns.com to start your quote today.
We buy guns, oh yes, we buy guns, oh yes, we are the best, oh yes.
Your dog may have a little more gray around the muzzle these days, but don't tell him that. In his mind, he's still the same puppy who used to chase tennis balls for hours. At Positive Care Vet Clinic, they know our senior pets still have plenty of love and life left in them. They just need a little extra care these days to keep their golden years healthy and happy. As pets age, they become more susceptible to health problems like arthritis, cancer, and cognitive decline. So it's important to maintain regular wellness visits, from gentle joint care to early disease detection and nutrition tailored for aging pets. Positive Care Vet Clinic helps keep your furry friend feeling their best, no matter how many birthdays they've had. And all month long for Senior Pet Health Month, Positive Care Vet Clinic has 10% off yearly appointments for all pets 7 years and older. Get started today at positivecare.vet. That's PAWSITIVE care.vet. When it comes to your pet, think positive.
Open Bay has expanded. We now offer overhauls for all makes, including Cat, Cummins, and Packer engines. Is your motor getting tired? Have some time during the off-season? It might be time to refresh that engine. We use OEM parts that get that engine back to its best performance. We can handle all your maintenance needs to keep your truck and trailer running smoothly to help eliminate major unexpected repairs. Come see us at Exit 11, on our website at openbaytruckrepair.com, or call to schedule an appointment, 417-208-5934.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Catch my show every weekday. It all starts at 2 for honest news, truthful news on News Talk, KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk, KZRG.
Gonna let that bass line keep on running. Lucas Davis with the KZRG Morning News Watch. It is 7:27. I'm alongside
Chris Shottis.
And we are joined by the wonderful...
Hey, Terry Smith. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, and Merry Christmas, Terry.
Merry Christmas, Chris. Nice to hear your voice.
Yeah, it's been a while. And
we always enjoy when we get the ladies on the show.
Well, and you might want to wish Lucas a happy birthday.
That's true.
Lucas,
yep.
You're a post-Christmas day baby?
Yep, the worst birthday to possibly have. I would have much rather shared the same birthday as our Lord and Savior Jesus, but instead I got to be born a day later. Yep, it was. It's a good day though. So
good.
Tell us how about your Christmas? What was it like over there in the Smith household?
You know, it was a little busy since I started the day working. But once I set work aside, it was really nice. It was so warm here. We grilled out steaks, which we've never done that on Christmas Day before, right? And everybody was home, which was nice. So it was fairly quiet. But boy, what a crazy time of year this is. I just feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck today.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it either, though, because that nice weather keeps on happening. So what are we looking for the weekend?
You know what? If you do need a little pick-me-up, Mother Nature's helping us out, and I'm going to get outside here in a little bit. But just get outside and get some sunshine and fresh air, and that'll hopefully kind of rev you back up, because I know I am dragging today. But we stay sunny and dry today and tomorrow. The cold front's on the way. We'll get some rain late Sunday and Sunday night. And then I'm telling you, winter is back with a vengeance, at least as far as the temperatures go. There's a really big drop. So 74 is the forecast high today, and our record is 75. So we're flirting with record heat today. 76 tomorrow. Sunday's cloudy. The showers in the afternoon. They'll be scattered, so not everybody's getting soaked. 68 will be the high early Saturday, but at some point I think those temperatures are going to really start to drop, so that we may see temperatures in the 30s by late in the day Sunday, and that's as warm as we're going to get. I think 31 the high on Monday. High temperatures now. So we'll start to warm back up after that, but that's going to be a big shock to the system.
I'm not loving that.
No, I'm not either. But here's the moral of the story. If you know about it ahead of time, that'll lessen the blow.
I was talking to Chris earlier. You talked about grilling out and how you just feel like a train wreck today. It's wild after you spend all day cooking, how you just want to collapse and you're not even hungry after cooking.
Oh my goodness, no! And all the food was so good and it was wonderful, but it's like, okay,
I'm just gonna look.
I need a break.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just gonna look at it. It looks really good, but I just don't have room in the stomach for it right now. And Chris noted that it is too. You're picking all day long as you're cooking just to make sure everything tastes right and you don't need more salt.
That's right. Exactly. We do tend to overindulge.
I just started taking over the mantle of the main chef duties in the house over the last several years. So this is, I think, my second or third Christmas of cooking everything from scratch. So it was it was an experience.
So what did you make?
I did duck this time.
Ooh,
I did turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yep,
did a duck for Christmas, and I did a duck and a ham. I had to have a backup meat in case I screwed that duck up. Ham's easy. You just got to reheat
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It is. And my wife, she said the best thing is you had everything ready on time. I said, hey, you got to come up with a game plan. I figured that out after my first Christmas.
Well, kudos to you, my friend, because I can have the best ideas of what I'm going to do and when they're going to be done, but inevitably it is not on time. It's 15 minutes or 30 minutes late, but everybody's in the kitchen looking at me like, where's the food?
All it takes is that ham to take a little bit longer to reheat because you didn't leave it out of the fridge long enough.
That's right.
All right, Terry, I appreciate you taking the time, dear. You have a very Merry Christmas weekend and a Happy New Year. I'm sure we'll talk to you before that, though.
You too. I hope we'll chat again soon. Enjoy, everybody.
Have a good one, dear.
Where is she based out of?
At 7:31, I'm Lucas Davis, and here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG. ISIS Christmas present. A new flu strain. TikTok challenge fears. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 73. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following KZRG Sports at 7:38. It's clear in the four-state area. It is 59 in Neosho, 60 in Pittsburgh, 61 in Joplin, and 61 in Galena on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. Santa Trump announced that the U.S. launched airstrikes in northwest Nigeria on Christmas night, targeting ISIS for allegedly killing Christians. The president called the operation decisive and warned about further attacks.
President Trump's official word on this came via Truth Social in a post that says, tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay, and tonight there was. This follows a handful of ISIS-linked or ISIS-inspired attacks that rattled the whole world this holiday season.
A new and highly aggressive flu strain is causing increased concern as it spreads across the country.
The H3N2 flu mutation brings more intense symptoms such as cough, chills, headaches, and fever to whomever it infects. The Centers for Disease Control has updated its weekly assessment of where the respiratory illness the strain causes is most prevalent. New York City and state, as well as New Jersey and Rhode Island in the Northeast, have a very high risk, as does Louisiana and Colorado. High-risk states include Maryland, Georgia, and both Carolinas, as well as Michigan, Idaho, and New Mexico. There is concern this season's flu vaccine is not as effective against this variant, which the CDC estimates has caused at least 1,900 deaths so far. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Police in various states are warning people of a new social media trend that has young people forcefully banging and kicking on front doors.
The door kick TikTok challenge, happening in places like Florida, California, Texas, and Washington state, results in people banging and kicking on people's front door so forcefully it can sound like someone's trying to break in. And that's the danger, that a homeowner may respond with self-defense. Murrieta police in California called it an escalated version of the old ding-dong ditch and said kids could face charges like burglary or criminal mischief. 3 teenagers were arrested last month in Florida for this prank. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office said they were charged with loitering and prowling. Jessica Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
It is 62 at 735, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. For one Arkansas resident, it was a very Merry Christmas indeed.
A Powerball player in Arkansas won a $1.8 billion jackpot in Wednesday's Christmas Eve drawing, ending the lottery game's 3-month stretch without a top prize winner. The winning numbers were 4, 25, 31, 52, and 59, with the Powerball being 19. Final ticket sales pushed the jackpot higher than had been previously expected. The jackpot had a lump sum cash payment option of just under $835 million. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
Alex Emiliano Jaramillo, a minor custody resident of the Wichita Work Release Facility, has been apprehended. Jaramillo was taken into custody Christmas Eve morning after surrendering to authorities at a local hospital. He was arrested without incident. Jaramillo was placed on escape status after not returning to the facility Wednesday, December 24th, from his night job. No other details are being released, and the investigation is currently ongoing. It is 62 at 736. If you see news, hit us up at the text line 417-782-1310 on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. You want to get rid of that live Christmas tree? The city of Joplin has 3 locations for drop-offs. Only natural Christmas trees, and you need to make sure they're stripped of all ornaments. Humphrey Park on Utica Street, McIndoe Park and Glendale Road and Jackson Avenue, and the Public Works Center at 1301 West 2nd Street. People are welcome to pick up the discarded trees as well at these locations for use in establishing fish habitats. City staff will take the remaining trees to the city's processing site to be chipped. If you're back at work today after Christmas, the British are laughing at you. But like I said earlier, we don't care.
On the second day of Christmas, the British government gave to me another public holiday. We call it Boxing Day, and not because we're settling Christmas family disputes the old-fashioned way. It's to do with a long-forgotten tradition of giving boxes of gifts to the poor. According to one theory, servants got a day off on the 26th because they had to work on Christmas Day, and some modern customs have developed. Many will attend sporting events, and then there's the traditional Boxing Day railroad structural repairs that mess up British railways. Companies insist it's the quietest day to do it. In London, Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
And now, here's sports. In Christmas Day NFL action, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Commanders 30-23. Dak Prescott threw for 307 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Vikings beat the Lions 23-10. Jared Goff had 5 total turnovers with 2 picks and 3 fumbles. And the Broncos wrapped up the evening with a 20-13 win over the Chiefs. In NBA action on Christmas Day, the Spurs beat the Thunder 117-102. Today in NCAA bowl games, Northwestern versus Central Michigan in the Game Above Sports Bowl at 1 o'clock. Minnesota versus New Mexico in the Rate Bowl at 4:30. And Florida International versus UTSA in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl at 8. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. It's free in the App Store. I'm Lucas Davis. Next news at 8 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. And now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Enjoy the warm weather. Arctic air headed our way early next week. Possibility of record heat again today. Lots of sunshine, a southwesterly breeze, 74 this afternoon. Tomorrow, a few clouds, 76. Cold fronts on the way Sunday. There's some rain, scattered showers in the afternoon, 68 the high Sunday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing clear in the 4-state area. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's 57 in Neosho right now, 60 degrees in Pittsburgh, 62 in Joplin, 62 in Galena. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time, 7:39.
Hinkle's Ace Hardware, they got what you need there.
For generations, our families have serviced customers. Hinkle's Department Store in downtown Macomb, Illinois, Lee's Grocery in Cape Girardeau, Grand Country Homeworks in Grove, and for the past several decades, Hinkle's Ace Hardware. We've grown up understanding the power of a helping hand with the simple belief service comes first.
And that commitment to being truly helpful is exactly why I decided to join the family business. Hi, this is Colton Hinkle, the second generation carrying on the legacy of Hinkle's Ace Hardware. For 20 years, my parents have built on our family foundation, watching families grow up just like ours.
Our stores are more than hardware. They're a neighborhood tradition built on trust and excellent customer service. We know the products, we know our community, and we know exactly how to help you get the job done right. Hinkle's Ace Hardware in Webb City and Joplin, your locally owned hardware store with neighbors helping neighbors.
Neighbors helping neighbors, Hinkle's Ace Hardware Store.
Wintertime perks. Of course there's Christmas and allergy relief, and the bugs are dead. At least you thought they were. But there's little, tiny, bloodthirsty pests that are snug as a bug in a queen-size pillow top right now. The bed bug. The winter doesn't faze them. They're warm and cozy and snacking on you and your holiday guests. Unless you call Bug Away Pest Control.
Hey, it's Doug and Rory from Bug Away Pest Control. Bedbugs aren't on anyone's Christmas list. So before your guests arrive, trust us to make your home pest-free. We specialize in heat treatment for bedbugs, which is more effective and faster than traditional treatments. And we're the only place you can get Doug and Rory's pest-free guarantee. Ask us about financing and make sure your home is bug-free for the holidays. Get started at bugawaypc.com. We do exactly what we say. We keep the bugs away.
Customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Bug Away Pest Control.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Professor Pennypincher here with fantastic fiscal tips to help you save money while still living life to the fullest in 2026. First, answer me this. Are you overpaying for joy? Maybe you're trying to save money by cutting your favorite coffee from your budget. No more. With the Zimmer Coffee Card, you'll get a specialty coffee at various area shops for just $1 each. So your latte is no burden at all. Now, our question, are you overpaying for joy? Skipping happy hour with your friends to pinch a penny or two? No more. With the Zimmer Beer Card, this delightful deal allows you to get 2 beers for just $1 each at various area watering holes. Each card only $20 and on sale now. And it's a joy you can share. This holiday season, share the joy with the gift of cost-effective beverages. Grab both now at newstalkkzrg.com. Zimmer Coffee Card, Zimmer Beer Card. Caffeinate, celebrate, and overpay for joy no more.
Join me, Buck Sexton, and our good friend Clay Travis every weekday starting at 11 on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Lucas Davis, Friday morning, day after Christmas, alongside
Chris Shottis.
Chris, it's been a pleasure this week. We are wrapping the show up here shortly, but before we do, I wanted to get into Trump's Christmas present. We found out he launched airstrikes in northwest Nigeria Christmas night, targeting ISIS militants who are accused of killing Christians. This has been going on a while. There's been a lot of Christians being slaughtered over in Africa. What are your initial thoughts on this? I originally am against the whole no new wars things, but this is kind of a different story. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm kind of a little with you on that I don't want any more wars or boots on the ground, but as you mentioned, the slaughtering of Christians has been going on for years in Nigeria. And some of the reports of the heinous things that they do, particularly to the women and children.
Gross.
Is just absolutely disgusting.
As bad as what we saw with the Christians being slaughtered over in the Middle East.
Absolutely. So, I don't know if one strike like that is really going to have much of an effect, but it did get their attention.
I think it was more of a warning shot.
Yeah.
Like kind of a knock it off, or we're going to go full scale scorched earth on you, I've been against it without purpose, but this is a purpose that I support, so I'm going to be a hypocrite and be all right with this, because I feel like when you've had the slaughter of Christians in Africa, like you said, 4 years, something needed to be done before this. And if it takes multiple airstrikes, I don't know if I'm okay with boots on the ground. I feel like there are other Christian nations that should be stepping in here as well.
Absolutely.
To help alongside because the United States, they're technically not a Christian nation, but we are. Like, majority of this country are Christians if you identify with a religion. I feel like a lot of us feel the same. We don't mind being the initial stopgap in the World Police Forum, but other countries need to start stepping up to help out some of these Christians.
Well, and I think, this is a lot more effective, wasn't it, Michelle Obama, when the president was in office, that she was doing the hashtag Save Our Girls with the Boko Haram and all of that. That wasn't very effective, I don't believe.
No.
This definitely got their attention, and maybe they'll think twice now.
Do you think this helps or hurts Trump in terms of what he's doing with Venezuela, just going ahead and going through these bombing strikes in Nigeria?
Gosh, they're two separate issues.
They are, but
really
Congress is going to say you overstepped your authority here, you overstepped your authority there. That's why I'm wondering if they're going to try to use something like this against you, because that's all they do.
Well, the Democrats definitely
Yes.
will. I don't know that, the whole of Congress, since the Republicans are in control of the House, technically in control of the Senate, but barely. But yeah, I think there will be probably some discussion going on up there, and we'll see.
I feel even if this is the start of something, I don't mind where it heads, as long as it's not a full scale getting Nigeria's government, because the initial reports were that it was they were up to standards on what we were doing. They were involved in the strikes. As long as this doesn't turn into a giant conflict where we have to send soldiers over there, I'm okay with this. But who knows? Because once again, when it comes to ISIS, they are like cockroaches. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Well, and we're a little leery based on what happened in Afghanistan and that war that drug on for 10 years or more. So, the American people are always a little hesitant, I think, when they hear things like this. Do
you like that Trump is doing, after Biden's regime, where you didn't really see anything other than the Ukraine war, and that has just been turned into one giant fraud scheme after another? We can talk about that next week. Hopefully more. Speaking of that, did you see the story about Lindsey Graham, supposedly?
Yes.
There's going to be like he was funneling money or something through the Ukraine war. It's going to be interesting to see if that comes out, because there have been a few reputable sources saying that story is getting ready to pop pretty soon.
Well, and my comment on the Facebook post when I saw that was, well, that explains why he was so gung-ho of wanting to continue funding Ukraine.
And I feel like anybody who comes out and gives off that warmonger, personification, you don't have to dig that deep to know why.
Right.
And it's generally because money is coming back to them. But and this is a situation, though, where you hope, because you don't see any senators really standing up for, we need to go into Nigeria and attack. So you hope this is kind of just Trump on his own saying, we need to stand up here. Someone needs to stand up here and protect these people that are getting innocently slaughtered.
Well, and Trump does seem to be the type where he wants a decisive victory get in, get it done, and get it over with, unlike the Vietnam War that we never really intended to win.
No, and had no business even being over there.
Right.
That was awful. Yeah, we're going to be getting into the big three here, but I just wanted to touch on this. I feel like it's going to be overblown, but I think Trump probably stepped in when he should have, if not sooner, honestly. I think this is going to be a good thing. I don't know how long it's going to last. Hopefully they'll get the message, but ISIS never does, and it's going to end up being something bigger. But for right now, they got the warning shot. Trump sent them a lump of coal in their stockings. So let's hope they get the message. Get off the naughty list.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
President Trump announced U.S. airstrikes on the ISIS militants in northwestern Nigeria on Christmas for slaughtering innocent Christians. The operation, coordinated along with the Nigerian authorities, killed several terrorists. Trump called it a powerful and deadly strike on the ISIS terrorist scum. Looks like Santa Trump put those terrorists on the naughty list and has something even worse than coal for them in their stockings.
Number 2.
Former President Joe Biden is taking criticism online after posting his family's Christmas picture to social media. The picture features Hunter Biden prominently in the center of the photo, while the former president is partially hidden in the background by his wife, Dr. Jill. It's a shame, though, that Hunter couldn't even muster courage to crack a smile.
Number 1.
It was a very Merry Christmas for one lucky Arkansas resident after they hit the $1.87 billion jackpot on Christmas Eve. After correctly selecting all 5 numbers and the number 19 Powerball. If they choose the lump sum, they get robbed of only just about $1 billion in taxes, and they get to collect $834.9 million. Not bad for the government.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
Day after Christmas, your question of the day is, what was your favorite Christmas gift? We can modify a little bit. What was your favorite Christmas moment? Did you enjoy watching somebody open a gift, or did you enjoy opening a gift more? Let us know on the Facebook page or shoot us a text at 417-782-1310. Coming up next, here comes weather with Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Enjoy the warm weather. Arctic air headed our way early next week. Possibility of record heat again today. Lots of sunshine, a southwesterly breeze, 74 this afternoon. Tomorrow, a few clouds, 76. Cold fronts on the way Sunday. There's some rain, scattered showers in the afternoon, 68 the high Sunday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
What a year it's been at Watered Gardens Ministries. With the generous partnership of nearly 2,000 financial supporters, 126 people were helped out of homelessness, and 178 found a job. 7 men graduated from our long-term program Forge, and 26 moms with 50 children in tow found safety and stability at our Washington Family Hope Center. One of those moms, Denisha, arrived pregnant in her 3rd trimester. She came into shelter just in time. Little Harmony was born the very next night. I'm so thankful we were there for Mama and her baby. Only through your generosity does our 100% privately funded ministry continue to provide hope and real opportunity for people to escape poverty and homelessness. I'm James Whitford at Watered Gardens Ministries, and this holiday season, I'm asking for your partnership. Please visit wateredgardens.org/give and join us today.
Not all automobiles are created equal. They can all get you around, but you need to look at the pros and cons of each one and decide which works best for you. When it comes to mortgages, the same rules apply. Not all are created equal. Make sure you get the loan that works best for you at Community Bank and Trust. Factors like interest rates, closing costs, and other options can make each mortgage or refinance drastically different. So if you're looking to buy or refinance your home, you want to have local lenders who know the area and will make certain to get you the best options available at Community Bank and Trust. You won't find pushy salesmen, but you will find neighbors that will give you accurate information and will help you find the mortgage that works best for you. Get started at one of the local employee-owned CBT locations or apply online in as little as 10 minutes at cbthomebank.com. Community Bank and Trust, where trust is so important, it's in our name. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 580491.
Hello, I'm Amanda G. I go over to Team Dental, so I look a whole lot better when I go out in public.
My name is Darian. I'm a hygienist at Team Dental of Joplin. She is my OG. I've had her from the start, so.
Besides cleanings, I've had some crowns put in and then just consultation on what I need to get done. I know what's up and roughly what it's going to cost, so I can do that at my pace. I changed to a different insurance. There wasn't coverage, so I talked to the financial people and they told me about the dental plan I can buy. So I went ahead and bought that.
So you pay up front that one-time fee for the year, and then it gives you percentages off of all the services we provide, so you can still afford to have your teeth fixed without being able to say, well, I don't have insurance, so I can't do it.
I'm Dr. Lemus from Team Dental of Joplin. Welcome to the neighborhood practice for your whole family. Learn more at teamdentalofjoplin.com.
Team Dental of Joplin, your neighborhood practice for your whole family.
Your beauty journey just got personal at City Point Beauty Academy. We're launching a customizable cosmetology curriculum where you learn the essentials first, then choose how you want to slay the beauty world. Want to master advanced color theory, hair extensions, blonding, vivid colors, skincare, or nails? You can with our new optional advanced classes that let you focus on what makes you shine. Classes are filling up fast, so don't wait. Call 417-673-8828 extension 104 and start creating your custom beauty journey today at City Point Beauty Academy. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Hey, Clay Travis here. Join me and Buck Sexton weekdays from 11 till 2 right here on News Talk KZRG. You can depend on it.
And we are back. There's no music bed, but I'm just going to go. We're going to go a cappella. It is the KZRG Morning News Watch. Lucas Davis along with
Chris Shottis.
And we are wrapping today up. I'm going to make sure and let you guys know that as lunchtime approaches here, it's not even lunchtime for you guys, it's lunchtime for me, but as soon as they open up, I'm going to be hitting up Ghetto Tacos because they have those Al Pastor tacos that I just love. They are slowly marinated, and I don't even know for how long, but I can promise you this, the moment they hit your belly, it's just good vibes from there on out. But we are here wrapping up the show, guys. It's been an awesome week. Thank you for hanging in with me. I think I will be back next week, so please tune in. Don't go and run away and find some other show to listen to because I promise I'll be better. But it's been a joy. Chris, pleasure having you. You'll be back next week as well?
Yeah, later in the week.
Later in the
week. New Year's Eve, maybe.
I think so, yeah.
And the day after.
And I think Charlie Davis will be here earlier in the week, and we will see when old Steve Scott's coming back. He is currently on the mend. Ted's on vacation. He'll be gone for another week. But I will say that getting to sit in the driver's seat has been an experience, and I appreciate you guys for helping me out, Chris. It's been joyous. I'm glad you had a Merry Christmas. Let's get into
well, at least the studio's still standing.
That's
we
what I'm saying.
Burned it down
yeah,
yet.
It's
so.
not completely engulfed in flames. We got through everything we needed to. It was a good day. Just a reminder, though, guys, Recycling Center, if you guys are trying to get rid of your live Christmas trees, Humphrey Park, McIndoe Park, Public Works Center on West 2nd Street, all three locations, you can take your live Christmas tree for drop-off. Make sure you strip all the ornaments, tinsel, lights, anything on there, the little needles that you hang the ornaments on. Make sure everything's off of there. They don't want any of that. And also a reminder, if you want to pick up trees from any of those spots for your fish habitat, you're more than welcome to. Any trees remaining will be sent to the recycling center and chipped out. But Chris, we talked about this earlier. Obviously, holidays are coming up. We got a couple minutes before we wrap the show. What was your biggest takeaway in 2025 in the terms of Trump's administration?
Wow. I think that basically he made a lot of promises and he kept a lot of promises.
Mm-hmm. Did you have anyone in particular that you thought he did the best at? I can start off if you need more time.
Yeah, let me think about that.
I think the border. I think him getting in and shutting the border down immediately, that set the tone for his administration. It's been a rocky road since then just because he hasn't gotten a whole lot of help. But I feel like him putting a close to the border right away just showed how bad of a presidency Joe Biden actually ran and how incompetent he truly was by how little effort it took to actually get that border closed to make sure there are no new illegal immigrants coming in.
Yeah, and and I'm kind of a fan of Elon Musk and the Doge cuts. I would like to see more of those codified into law. But, I believe smaller government is the best government.
Yep, smaller government is always the way to go. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll be back on Monday. Good morning.
It's 8 o'clock.
American military strikes. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. President Trump says the U.S. launched airstrikes in North